Linda, I think the news is here. I wonder if they heard about our 100,000th burger.
The fast food industry is fast-paced and wildly competitive. These are some that withered out. 10 restaurant chains that failed in the United States.
Burger time!
Burger Chef.
We make money, they make money. They make burgers, we eat burgers.
Burger Chef came to be in Indianapolis, Indiana in 1958. This extraordinary chain quickly became renowned for its mouth-watering, flame-broiled burgers and welcoming ambiance, capturing the hearts of families across the nation. As the 60s and 70s came along, Burger Chef expanded its reach to an astounding 1,200 locations that spanned the United States. The chain was a powerhouse that secured incredible partnerships in the late 1970s, Star Wars and the iconic Brady Bunch character Jan.
Jan, what are you doing?
These illustrious collaborations allowed Burger Chef to create kids' meals, where Star Wars characters leaped from the silver screen into the hands of eager children. Burger Chef is even credited for the idea of including a toy with kids' meals. And Jan Brady herself made a shining appearance in one of their commercials. Yet, despite these triumphs, by the 1980s, Burger Chef found itself caught in the whirlwind of fierce competition as industry giants like McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King took over the nation with their tantalizing offerings. Burger Chef struggled to keep pace in this high-stakes fast food battleground. In a bittersweet twist of fate, Burger Chef's saga took an unexpected turn in 1981 when it was acquired by the owners of Hardee's, another beloved fast food restaurant. Slowly but surely, the once thriving Burger Chef restaurants vanished from the culinary tapestry, leaving behind only memories and whispers of their former glory.
In my eyes, you will always be one of the greats.
Chicken George.
2 fried chicken thighs, fried okra. Thanks.
This legendary fried chicken haven graced the bustling streets of Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Washington during the 80s and 90s. Chicken George's expertise lay in crafting sandwiches and delectable fried chicken that boasts a resplendent golden brown hue, tantalizing taste buds with each and every bite.
Oh, why did you let me do this, Lois?
With a limited selection of sides and beverages, the spotlight always shone on the star of the show, their irresistible poultry perfection. But the journey of Chicken George was not without its challenges. In a fiercely competitive landscape dominated by industry behemoths like KFC and Popeyes, this plucky establishment struggled to soar to the same heights. While some publications praised the chain, Chicken George found it challenging to carve out a distinct niche and cultivate a robust brand identity in the hearts and minds of customers. After all, the fast food arena can be an unforgiving battlefield where differentiation is key. This once vibrant chain faded into the recesses of collective memory for most. But for those who hold fried chicken in the highest regard, the spirit of Chicken George may still conjure fond memories, preserving its legacy. Chi-Chi's.
Bon appetit. Oh, Mexican food.
Let's dive into the intriguing tale of Chi-Chi's, a fast food chain that embarked on a flavorful adventure in the United States, but unfortunately ended up stumbling along the way. With a menu featuring beloved classics like tacos, enchiladas, and burritos, Chi-Chi's had the potential to become a fiesta-filled favorite. But alas, despite its initial success, Chi-Chi's faced numerous challenges that ultimately led to its downfall. One of the significant obstacles it encountered was the fierce competition within the fast food industry. But the most impactful reason is likely attributed to the chain's quality control. In 2003, Chi-Chi's was hit hard by a devastating hepatitis A outbreak, which originated from tainted green onions served at one of their locations. The incident tarnished the brand's reputation and eroded the trust of customers who were once loyal to their tasty creations. It was a blow from which Chi-Chi's struggled to fully recover. As time went on, Chi-Chi's found itself caught between a craving for authenticity and the demands of fast food convenience. Eventually, the struggles proved insurmountable, and Chi-Chi's bid farewell to the American fast food landscape.
You know what restaurant we're talking about.
New to BabbleTop? Then how about hitting that subscribe button? It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. Thanks. Druthers.
Well, can I come in?
In its early days, Druthers saw a huge amount of success, but it struggled to keep up with the shifting tastes and trends of consumers. As the fast food industry transformed before their very eyes, Druthers struggled to adapt, finding itself outpaced by the changing appetites of a dynamic customer base. One of the hurdles that loomed large for Druthers was its limited geographic footprint. While rival chains expanded their reach nationwide, Druthers remained anchored to a mere handful of locations in the southern states. Additionally, a lack of innovation added to Druthers' decline. While competitors eagerly unveiled new menu items and tantalizing marketing gimmicks to entice customers, Druthers clung steadfastly to its tried-and-true offerings, content to merely update its name and appearance. Regrettably, this approach rendered the chain seemingly antiquated and unappealing to younger generations craving fresh, exciting experiences. Druthers was purchased by Dairy Queen in 1990, and very quickly most Druthers locations were turned into Dairy Queens.
Your favorite Dairy Queen treat is a refreshing reality.
La Petite Boulangerie.
Pain au chocolat.
Imagine it, warm, freshly baked bread, mouth-watering pastries, and a range of delectable sandwiches and snacks, all served up with a charming touch of French flair.
Good one.
When you would step into La Petite Boulangerie, you were instantly transported to a cozy cafe in the heart of Paris. The best part? You could pair your pastry with a cup of their expertly brewed coffee or a frothy cappuccino and have yourself a little slice of heaven. This delightful fast food chain was a real treat for your taste buds, blending the best of French boulangerie with the convenience and speed of fast food. Unfortunately, the Parisian vibes weren't enough to keep this chain going. It struggled to maintain consistent owners and maintain its footing in the U.S. food market. It closed its doors officially in the year 2000.
Closed.
Dee's Drive-In.
Would you like to try our new beef and cheese pot pie on a stick, just $1.99 for a limited time only?
Ah, Dee's Drive-In. Now we're talking about a classic slice of American nostalgia. The best part of the Dee's Drive-In chain was that it was about more than the food. It was about the experience. You'd pull up in your car, roll down your windows, hang the tray with your meal on your car window, and enjoy your delicious feast while soaking up the nostalgic atmosphere. You could sip your milkshake, listen to the tunes playing on the jukebox, and let the carefree vibes transport you to a time when life was simpler and cruising in your car was the ultimate pastime. Adding to the sense of nostalgia was Dee's Drive-In's focus on classic American comfort food done right. They'd serve up juicy, mouth-watering burgers stacked high with all your favorite toppings.
This one was pretty tasty.
From the classic cheeseburger with melted American cheese and crisp lettuce to the mouth-watering bacon burger with crispy strips of bacon and tangy barbecue sauce, their burger selection would have you drooling. You could even sink your teeth into a grilled cheese sandwich oozing with melted cheese, or savor the satisfying crunch of their fried chicken if burgers weren't your thing. They even had old-fashioned milkshakes and all the best flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and more. It was the perfect way to cool down on a hot summer day. But unfortunately, this nostalgic taste of American cuisine shut its doors for good when it was sold to Hardee's in 1982. Pumpernick.
Hey, buddy. I got the good stuff.
The tale of Pumpernick is about a fast food chain that couldn't quite find its footing in the United States. Back in its heyday, Pumpernick had aspirations of becoming a major player in the fast food scene. With its catchy name and promises of tasty treats, it entered the market with high hopes. Pumpernick aimed to offer a healthier alternative to traditional fast food, placing an emphasis on fresh ingredients and lighter fare. At first glance, Pumpernick seemed like a breath of fresh air in an industry dominated by greasy burgers and calorie-laden meals. They touted their salads with vibrant greens, grilled chicken sandwiches, and whole wheat buns as healthier alternatives to the standard fast food fare.
I don't know what that secret ingredient is, but the customers just love your burgers.
It was an enticing concept, providing quick, convenient meals without sacrificing nutrition. However, despite its initial promise, Pumpernickel faced several challenges that ultimately led to its downfall. One of the main obstacles was fierce competition from well-established fast food giants that had already solidified their place in the market. These larger chains had built loyal followings and offered a wide range of indulgent options that appealed to the masses. On top of this, the chain faced legal challenges because of the similarity of its logo to Burger King's. And while this chain started and thrived in Argentina, its attempt at expanding into the USA was unsuccessful. Pumpernickel officially closed its doors in 1974.
So long, partner.
Gino's.
Nothing beats a Gino's burger.
Back in its glory days, Gino's burst onto the fast food scene with a bang. They had a catchy name, a snazzy logo, and a menu that boasted some seriously delicious burgers. Oh, and they packed some star power. Gino Marchetti, a defensive player for the Baltimore Colts, was one of the founders, and people couldn't help but be drawn to their promise of juicy beef patties, secret sauces, and all the classic fixings that make a burger an irresistible treat. For a while, Gino's seemed unstoppable. Their burgers were the talk of the town, flame-grilled to perfection, topped with melty cheese, crispy lettuce, and tangy pickles.
Not bad.
But as time went on, Gino's faced some challenges that threw a wrench into their burger-flipping business. One of the main hurdles was the intense competition in the fast food industry. Giant chains with massive marketing budgets and widespread brand recognition dominated the landscape. Gino's struggled to stand out and capture the attention of customers bombarded by catchy jingles and flashy advertisements. Despite their best efforts to innovate and stay relevant, Gino's was eventually sold and the locations closed, leaving behind a legacy of tasty memories and burger dreams. While they may have experienced their fair share of setbacks, Gino's serves as a reminder of the ever-changing nature of the fast food industry, a world where staying ahead of the game is no easy task. Miligan's Beefy Burgers.
Fresh hot burgers, sexy burgers.
Miligan's was a burger lover's paradise, a place where the art of burger making was taken to extraordinary heights. In fact, they were Florida's first drive-through chain. And despite this defining characteristic, the chain couldn't hold its own in the competitive fast food world in the United States. But when it was at its peak, it was a burger lover's go-to. From the moment you'd set foot inside, your senses were greeted by the tantalizing aroma of sizzling beef patties on the grill. Miligan's crafted each patty with love and precision, using the finest quality fresh ground beef. They also understood that burger cravings are personal, so they'd give you the freedom to build your dream burger. You could choose from an array of toppings that would make any burger enthusiast weak at the knees, including indulgent options like caramelized onions, sautéed mushrooms, or crispy bacon that take your burger experience to new heights of deliciousness. And like any good burger joint, they, of course, delivered golden, salty, and delicious fries to complete your meal. But in spite of its dedication to delivering delicious and high-quality food, Miligan's was beaten out of the market by giants we all know and love today, like McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King.
No more questions.
Geri's Hamburgers.
Oh my God.
Geri's, like any good burger takeout chain, focused on delivering delicious, perfectly seasoned beef patties with the perfect fixings to its customers. What you may not know about the chain, though, is that it was founded by a former vice president of McDonald's. And once you know this, the similarities between Geri's and McDonald's are hard to ignore. The menu offerings were similar. The food delivery model focused on speedy, fast delivery, and some would argue that the mascot used to market Geri's looked very similar to the Mayor McCheese character we recognize from McDonald's. But like every other chain on this list, it failed. Could it be because it was too similar to what seems to be everyone's favorite fast food chain, McDonald's? Who's to say for sure? A few independent locations managed to keep running into the 90s, but the last location closed its doors in 1999. Find more great videos. Just tap or click. Show us some love and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell.